anything on his record, we'll go with him. You know, so just keeping that in mind, because we don't know when going to apply for these rental markets, we don't know how they're thinking, and you know, from a financial standpoint, and making sure we putting ourselves in the best position never to get denied or you know, even be in a foreclosure situation. So just making sure we putting ourselves in the best position at all costs, you know, is how I look at it. And then I'm gonna touch on I'm gonna go back to investing right now. So when we go, say you buy a house, right? 3 years later, you decide you want to buy another house, right?
Yeah.
So what I tell a lot of people is, first you want to do is you want to refinance the current home you have. And what refinancing is, you can refinance a lot of things. You can refinance your car. If you own a car, you can refinance that. You can refinance your student loans. You can do, and what refinancing means is basically all the money that you've already paid for a certain amount of years, they calculate that up and they take that away from what you already owe. And now it's you owe lower, and now you have a different amount of what you owe, right? And now the difference is you have this thing called a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. And what that is, the bank will say, okay, your home is worth $700,000. You only owe $400,000. So this HELOC, you got a $300,000 home equity line of credit that you can use. So you can take that $300,000 out, put it on a new home, put that 300, or you can put 100,000 on a new home. Now you got two homes, right, for that one mortgage. So now your mortgage is maybe back to 500 or 700, but you got two homes out of it, and now you can move your money around with it. So always look into HELOCs, because that's free money necessarily that you made by doing nothing off the equity of your home. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're educating yourself on everything, and then there's just a lot of ways you can play around with real estate. You know.
For real. I know me personally. I was. Are you familiar with the 203K?
Yeah.
So me personally, me and my girl, we was looking to get a 203K for a multifamily, and kind of I wanted to kind of get like a triplex or a fourplex, because this my logic is with the duplex, if that apartment or if that unit isn't rented out, or let's say I'm pretty much still gonna be having to pay a big chunk of the mortgage. So I wanted to get like a triplex or a fourplex. And for anybody that don't know, a 203K loan is a FHA home loan, like he mentioned, but they're going to give you money tied into the loan to repair the property. So with the usual FHA home loan, pretty much the house already has to be in pretty livable condition. But with the 203K, you can go get the bandos that you got down the street. You can buy that.
Talk to him.
Nah, but the 203K,
I can buy my boy Trap.
Yeah. So the house I was selling crack in, I say, you know what, I'm gonna buy this.
You still live here, we good.
No. So with the 203K, you can go ahead and get, like, you know, beat up properties, abandoned houses, and the bank, like I said, will give you money to purchase the home, and they'll give you money to repair the home. So I wanted to use that loan strategy and target the multi-family property. So I figured if I get a triplex or a fourplex, let's say if I get a triplex for $600,000, I get the 203K loan. Let's say if it costs $50,000 to repair, so in total my loan would be $650,000. Right now, after running the comps or doing the comparables, let's say
always do your comps.
Always do the comps. So let's say if the ARV or the after repair value of the home is $750, right? So the ARV is $750. I got the loan for $650. You feel me? I go ahead, I purchase the house, I go in there, then I do the repairs, and now my house is up to standard. My house is worth $750.
$100K profit right there.
I just built $100,000 of equity into the home, right? Now at the same time, I built $100,000 in equity into the home. I use that. First, I rent it out because, like I said, I have, you know, it's a fourplex or a triplex. So I live in one unit, or motherfucker, I live in the garage. I don't give a fuck. No.
Live for free. Yeah, you know
I live in one unit, and then I rent out the other units for, you know, whatever $1,500, whatever the rents are going for. So now my mortgage is paid. But like how he said, I have $100,000 in equity. So immediately what I'll do is I'll get a HELOC or I'll refinance, get that $100,000 out, put that in another property using another 203K. You know,
right then and there,
and then just keep flipping it, and then that's how you use one property, and you can take that property and then make it grow, and it turn into empire, like how you were saying. Yeah, for real. But that's the goal of me and my girl working on right now. We in the process of making that happen. Yep. So yeah, bro, that's why I kind of know a little bit, just because I've been doing it, like how you said, doing the research, bro, doing your due diligence. And just realizing, bro, like this information wasn't told to us. You feel me? We gotta go out and we gotta
ourselves.
you feel me? We gotta do it ourselves. So it's like I mean shit, I'm just trying to get it, bro.
And it's
really all it
bro,
is.
it's free information if you want to educate yourself.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people think you got to go to college to educate yourself. Or I'm no knock against college. If you're majoring in something that's really up there that you need to, college is by all means the greatest way you can go. But if you want to do real estate or stocks or anything like that, you have to look up this information on yourself and really do your due diligence and making sure you're educated all the way through, you know. So because you can't skip steps in anything, you know, because if you skip a step, it's gonna bite you in the ass and you're gonna have to go back and relearn that step.
Exactly.
For sure. Even in boxing, you skip one thing, that nigga gonna hit you, you're gonna be like, okay, I got to duck now. You know?
Gotta sharpen up.
Yeah, your trainer hit you in the head. Okay, I got to duck. He told my ass to duck. You know, so even going back.
I know a lot about that. See, we getting caught.
Going back to the FHA though, when you get in the FHA loan,
He about to get caught.
hey, we putting the gloves on after this. You know,
No, we
don't want to do
gloves.
that. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do that. Go ahead, bro. Hey, honestly, we was giving him a lot of game, bro. Keep going, David. He trying to distract us.